Hey, how's it going, guys? Today, I'm going to be doing my first ever train layout fully modeled from scratch. So it's going to be a little bit tricky. I'm probably going to have some ups and downs. That's why I made kind of like a small test chunk just to see what I could do. I'm obviously going to experiment with everything here. I'm going to try to do a little bit of like a water scenery eventually, and I want to do just a little bit of a mountain, see how close I can get cars to it without it obviously crashing and stuff, trying to do the whole scenery shebang. So I'm going to be going for like, I'm going to ballast, I'm going to greenery on it and put some like dirt down as a base layer. So yeah, it's going to be pretty extensive modeling expedition or whatever you want to call it, but we'll see what happens because this is my first time doing it. And if you guys have any tips and tricks, please leave it in the comments below. I want to try everything out, so I'm not missing any something like obviously something important, because there's a lot of helpful tips out there that look like a good idea but don't always work. So I'm just trying the basic stuff I've seen, so the very straightforward stuff. So enjoy the video, guys. So what I did right here, I took paper mache from Hobby Lobby, mixed it up with water. I tried to make sculpture, like to round out the hills a little better. But as you can see, it didn't really turn out, and it kind of had like a blocky texture to it. So I just didn't really like how that turned out. So I scraped it all off, and I just used the hill like normal. But this is the results of the paper mache. As you can see, it's like kind of padded down. Like you can see like where my handprints are and stuff like that. So I eventually decided to get rid of that because it didn't really look all that great. So then I went over to just sculpting it entirely, just literally putting a paint layer on it. Then I was sprinkling dirt on the other side. You can see the other side. And then I dabbed it all with glue, making sure the dirt doesn't, fall off when you tip it off or you bump it or something like that. So I just used Elmer's. I mixed it with a little bit of water until I got it to like sort of something I just used in a pipette, and I dribbled it on, and I let it dry, and then I started on the lake section. As you can see right here, it's finishing up. You can see how I painted the bed, and then I put plaster in there, tried to let that dry. I wasn't able to set the plaster in the little pond properly, so it kept draining, but I gotta think of new ways to get it out of there. As you can see in this last picture, it's quite drained all the way out, so I have to do a different thing where I can make water. If you guys have any suggestions, please leave it in the comments below. Anyways, you can kind of see the ending result. So this is the last picture I have. As you can see, I kind of sprinkled the green turf all over the hillside. I put a little bit of a bush right next to the track, and I just sprinkled some around the pond, but I left the other side open because I want to do some kind of path on the top side of it. So I'll leave that open to some suggestions. I'm thinking maybe just kind of like a fishing route or something like that. I'm not entirely sure, but we'll see you guys in the next one, and thank you guys so much for watching. Have a lovely day.